Can't tell if I'm really loud. There's no. Oh, there it is. Hello, welcome to the Thanks Sharing. My name is Zach. I'm here to bring to you what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to that doesn't belong in math class. If you're new to the channel, on my way home, Educate Society. Another video was Tai Lopez, and he was talking about the book from Seneca on the shortness of time. So a ton of people out there, including myself all the time, is we find ourselves entertaining ourselves. You know, someone asked me, I'm going to be making a Gucci Gang remix to uh, to the song Gucci Gang by Lil Pump, and someone asked me, why would you take? I told him it took me like 45 minutes to write new lyrics. So why would you spend 45 minutes to talk about 5 minutes to do that? And I said, well, why do you watch a metal box in your living room? And she said, what are you talking about? I said, your TV. Oh, well, it's to entertain myself. And I think so many people entertain themselves very passively, and it's not a problem. The problem, though, is that we think we have enough time for the rest of our lives. We think time we in the long term we don't really think we have that much time, but we're actually given a ton of time. We're given who knows how many years worth of time, and we squander it a lot. We don't always do a great job actually using it the way it was meant for us. We don't use it towards some of the things that are the most important things out there for us to do. One of the things I was going to dive into the other night on my video was that so many times we don't put what's urgent at the same time of what's important. And the moment when you're able to merge together both important things and urgent things is when you start getting that much closer towards living your dreams. A couple of the things that I've accomplished this year, I've been really working on a YouTube channel. I think that this is one of my life goals, is to leave behind a lasting legacy. Video will, who knows what it'll be in the future, but in some ways, I'm now immortalized by having a lot of different speaking points and things to talk about on YouTube. People will be able to see these for a really long time. And that's what I've done, creating my legacy and knowing that the time that I spent here was trying to make the planet a better place instead of a worse place. One of the other things that I work on, which I actually just finished today, I just submitted it, and I'll be finding out if it worked out. So this is my recording mic and my homemade pop filter. So I used this to record the audiobook. There are moments when I literally asked my wife, if I were to die before I finish this, would you finish it for me? You know, she said she would, and be her voice, and she would come out quite the way necessarily that I wanted it to. But I realized how important this goal was to me, to actually have this as an audiobook. One of the reasons that I ideas over coffee was the fact that I wanted it to be. I never had even intended for that book to be a paperback. I had originally wanted it to be an audiobook. So the fact that it took me so long this year to actually, it scared me. There were moments in my year where it scared me. The urgency came when I realized I was about to squander a whole year and not finish the audiobook. It's embarrassing enough that it's taken me 12 months, but for it to take more than 12 months, that would be a real shot to my ego and my confidence. And I knew it was something small holding me back. All I had to do is finish up a few things. So I think one of the reasons that all of us really struggle so much with making whatever we want happen in life, make things urgent. And so what I'm asking you to do is find things that are important in your life. And over winter break, as we're about to come to, as I'm a teacher in Massachusetts, I want you to really think about those really, really, really important things that always kept taking a back burner to all the urgent things? What are those things going to be this year that you make urgent that have always been important and just not urgent? One of the things I think I'm going to be doing is I really want to teach a math course that teaches financial literacy. I think the anxiety that is caused by finances and money outside of college is something that everyone stresses about, and we don't learn about it enough in school. And so I need to create a course. I need to pitch it to multiple people, and I have to win the hearts and the brains and the minds and the heart and people's opinions of the class. And I have to even have it be something that colleges will want to see that students have on their transcript. That is something that I've wanted to do sometimes since becoming a teacher. That's one of the things I'm definitely going to be putting in a lot of work into. Something smaller, but I think it's important, is I've always wanted to make a music video, and I've never had a song, but I've made a remix to this Gucci Gang song, and so I'm going to be making a music video over the winter break and putting it on this channel. So I look forward to having people enjoy it, and I'm going to be wearing some ridiculous things. I've already bought a bunch of strange things at Savers. I'll give a quick sneak peek of one of my hats. This is like seriously ridiculous. I'm gonna be wearing this thing in the video. I don't know how it's gonna look, but I am excited to make this music video because it's one of those things that, it's been important, it's been creative, but it hasn't been urgent. And so I've decided to put urgency along with importance, and music video is something I wanted to do this year. One of the things that we put urgency on this year, me and my wife, was owning a multifamily home. We wanted to own property that was going to help us make more money than just the time that we trade in every day for money by doing a profession. We wanted to have a financial asset that was going to, by using our money towards that, we wanted to have that bring in money. And I think because time is such a finite resource that we all have, I wanted to use that to increase the amount of time that I could, eventually when I have kids, be able to spend more time with them, be able to take them on trips, places that not everyone gets to see. And so the question is, what are you going to be taking that's important to you and translating that into something that's actually urgent to you? I'm glad that in the past 2 years, I've come to decide that making a book urgent in my life was important, and that's why I completed it. And I'm glad that I was able to finish, that I just finished and uploaded. I'm really hoping they say yes to. I see I have someone watching. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments, what's something that's really important to you that you would love to see get done this year, that is just never on the urgent side. I think one of the things that I always say is urgent is being close with family. And besides my wife, Alyssa, I can't say I necessarily do that. I can't say that I take the time out, or I don't schedule enough double dates or time spent with family members that I want to. And I think all the time we're so busy dealing with what's urgent and what's right in front of us that we always think that we're going to eventually have time. But, our family's going to die someday. We're going to die someday. Time is urgent. Time is finite. And if it doesn't occur as urgent, we're going to squander it. I don't know if there's any I'd love to find out from my one viewer out there right now what's important to you that you want to make urgent. That was pretty much all I had, but I'd love to talk with you about it. I know sometimes one of the things I think about and I don't do much about is, I think all of us would probably like to eat healthier, but if we look at it like it's an asset towards being able to live a longer life, like maybe we live such an amazing life that we want more of it, eating healthier is going to be one of the things that is able to carry us into living that longer life that we really love. So I'll say it one more time. What are the things that you are working on out there that you wish you were working more on and making more urgent because they're important, that you just haven't been making urgent? Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, I invite you to subscribe. If you want to receive notifications every time I come out with something new every day, I invite you to hit the bell. Thank you for watching. Stay weird.
I gotta go off.